Hello friends, this is Hitendra Soneji once again signing in for Delegation Upgraded.
For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
Yes, you have heard right for the very first time. This is Delegation Upgraded. Let's see what is Delegation Upgraded. Before going to Delegation Upgraded, let us understand what is delegation. Delegation is a authority given to another person to do a certain job. This is generally given from the manager to the subordinate to perform a particular or a specific job assigned to him. It is a process of distributing an interesting work to another person. The process involves managers deciding which work they should do themselves and which work should be delegated to others for completion. Delegation is a vital management skill. It is a must skill learned by all the leaders. But for some, it's the hardest to put into the practice. Yes, because some find it very much difficult to delegate. But we should know the reasons why some managers are not able to delegate. Because there are certain reasons. A few of the reasons I will just bring in front of you, that they might be thinking that it may take a longer time to explain the task to the subordinate, right? And they may not be able to finish the task at the given particular time. And they feel that their team members are being forced to do the things, or they don't have the knowledge to do the things. Then another reason may be that they enjoy completing certain projects, so prefer not to reassign them. That is, the managers decide that they will not delegate the project to anybody else. They themselves will do the things on their own, right? Then the another reason may be they must be feeling guilty. They must be feeling guilty about another person's adding some more job or giving them some more additional responsibilities, or to add some other work in their to-do list. Because everybody is performing their duty, everybody is performing their task, and sometimes manager thinks that my subordinate is already overloaded with the work, so I will not delegate him something other things, right? So he may be more over delegated, overworked. And another reason is lack of confidence or trust in the subordinates. Managers don't have confidence or a trust in their subordinates, and they don't transfer the job to their subordinates. Believe that they are the only one who can do the job in the right way, because they are only confident about themselves and they are not confident about others. So there are some ways to effectively delegate it. So number one, know what to delegate, whom to delegate, how much to delegate, right? So not every task can be delegated. Now, for example, performance reviews of any personal matters should be handled by you, because there are certain tasks which you cannot delegate. Certain tasks has to be done by yourself, because you are a manager. As a manager, now you have to give the feedback about your subordinates, right? You have to appraise. You have to use this appraisal also. Give appraisals also to the management about your subordinates. So you cannot delegate. Of course, you cannot delegate that thing. So after all, hiring the right talent and knowing each employee's strengths and weaknesses. So you should know the strengths and the weaknesses of your subordinates. So you should know what to delegate, how much to delegate, and what to delegate, right? Depending upon the strengths and weaknesses of your own subordinates. Then play to your employee's strengths and goals. So every employee should have goals they are working towards, and within those goals are opportunities to delegates. Now, for example, maybe you have a direct report who wants to gain management experiences. Is there an interim they could start supervising, or a well-defined project they can own and execute? The type of work you delegate could factor into their professional development plan. The next is define the desired outcomes. Yes, so before delegating it, so you have to define. So what outcome you are expecting from your subordinates, right? So expectations should be very much clear. So simply dumping work onto someone else's plate isn't delegating. The projects you hand off should come with proper context and clear understanding of the organizational goals. Then provide the right sources and level of authorities. If the person you are delegating work to needs specific training, requires specific resources, or authority to complete the assigned project, so it's your role as a manager to provide all three, right? So training is required, resources is required, and the authority is required when you delegate something to your subordinates. So setting someone up for an impossible task will frustrate both sides. Your colleagues wouldn't be able to achieve the desired outcome, and then you will be likely need to put the work back on your to-do list. What if you assign a job and they are not able to do the job, if they are not capable, or if they don't have the skills to do the things, or they don't have the resources to do the things, or they don't have the authority to do the things, then again you have to take back the job and you have to do it for yourself again. Then establish a clear communication channel. You should have a clear communication channel with your team members or the person with whom you are delegating the job. So while you want to avoid micromanaging, so always avoid micromanaging. Don't do the micromanaging when you are assigning or delegating a job to someone else. So you do what to establish communication channel so that the person you are delegating to feels comfortable asking questions and providing progress updates, right? So allow for failures. So this step is particularly important for the perfectionist who avoid delegating, right? Who avoid delegating because they are completely perfectionist. That they want the job in that particular way, in the way they are doing it, in the same fashion they want, and they expect their subordinates to do the job in the same way as they are doing it, right? And they start doing micromanaging also. So because they think their way is the only way to get the work done. So you need to allow failures. Once you delegate, right, then don't micromanage. Let them do the job by their own. Not because your employees might fail, but because it will enable experimentation and empower the people you are assigning tasks to take a new approach. They will learn something new, because failure is after all, the first step to the success. If they fail, so they will come to know why they have failed, right? So they can correct themselves, or you can guide them and correct their mistakes. So be patient. Be patient. You have to keep the patience with you, because as a manager now, you are having more experience than your subordinates, and you can complete the task in 30 minutes, for example, right? And your subordinate will complete the same task which you are completing in 30 minutes. They may take around 1 hour to complete, because they are doing it for the very first time and they are not experienced as you are, right? So you need to have a patience, right? So once you delegate, you have to keep patience also. Then deliver and ask for feedbacks. This is very, very important, to ask for feedbacks. That means ask for feedback and giving feedback. Both the things is required. So in addition to monitoring progress, so you have to monitor the progress at what speed they are working, whether they are going in the right direction or not. You should also deliver feedback to your employees after the task you have delegated are completed. So once the job is completed, get the feedback, or you can give your feedback also, how they have done the job, right? And you can improve the quality of your subordinates by giving them the genuine feedback, right? So give credit when it is due. This is very, very important, because appreciation is the biggest motivation. Always appreciate that the work your subordinates are doing. After you have delegated tasks and they have been seen through to completion, credit those who achieved the work. Always give appreciation at the end of the work. Whoever has completed the job, the more you thank and credit those who have delegated the work and have completed the work, they are more likely that they will want to help you on other future projects also. So, my dear friends, so delegating isn't easy. It's a skill that must be practiced and honed over time. But the better you become at aligning the right people with the right task and responsibilities, the more effective you will become at your job as a manager. So assign the job as per their capabilities, their skills, their knowledge, right? So delegate the right thing to the right person. The results, the outcomes will be really fantastic. Your productivity will increase, the performance also will increase, and people will also enjoy their work. So now is a time for you to develop this delegating skills. So you have to upgrade yourself in delegating. And at the end, so we have got this same delegation upgrade video in Hindi also. So do watch our Hindi version of Delegation Upgraded. Thank you. All the best.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logivader.com.